Oh my god, B, what happened? Must have tripped and hit your head on the console.
Yep.
Now he's regenerated into Dan. Former child star known as Michael Stiles.
Yeah, for a whole 3 episodes.
3 episodes, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
It's like 4 years ago now.
Shut up, I don't know time. I don't do calendars. What are we talking? Oh, we're talking about the Doctor. Yeah. Sonic is still somewhere else. Don't worry about that. Because I use my Sonic for... I use Sonic to turn the camera on right now. What?
They use that too much. The sonic screwdriver. It's like a get out of free card for the lazy writer.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, except for when it doesn't work. Which is when it's convenient for it to not work. Like when there's a wooden door. I mean, it burns through ropes.
Have they ever given an explanation for why it can't do wood? I don't remember.
Okay, fine. Let's just say it doesn't do wood. There's more parts to a door than just the wood bits. I mean, there's bolts and screws and things holding it together. Just sonic, door falls apart.
I mean, I remember when they first introduced the sonic screwdriver. That's all it was. It was a screwdriver that worked by Sonic.
Yeah, it's like you didn't just stand
He
there.
used it to unscrew things.
Like, oh, this door, I need to open this hatch. Saves on the wrist because he's old.
But yeah, I mean, it's like
Carpal tunnel.
they use it all the time. It's kind of annoying. Psychic paper, to a lesser degree, they do that too. But the thing is,
Psychic paper doesn't work all the time either.
they don't use psychic paper as much because you can't sell a toy of a piece of paper.
You could sell the badge holder, maybe with a hidden message pen.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, it's not as much of a toy. It doesn't light up. It doesn't make sounds.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be hard to market that. I mean, there'd be some die-hard, crazy Whovians who would just buy it for the sake of buying it. But other than that, I don't really see a point to it.
I don't even own a sonic screwdriver. It's shit's stupid.
You can call yourself a fan. You don't have a sonic screwdriver.
I own the show.
Like, literally?
Like on DVD and
Oh,
on Blu-ray. I mean,
I was going to say, you're holding
that's a
out.
lot of stuff.
Own the rights to Doctor Who, and you're just sitting here.
50 freaking years. It's a lot of DVDs. I mean, I don't own all of them, but a lot.
Yeah, everyone that's available to the direct market.
No, I don't own all. No, I don't own all of them. Just important stuff, like every
Episode?
obviously the very first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then every regeneration story. Then there was a lot of them I bought just because there was no other way to see them at the time.
Yeah.
Because Netflix didn't have them even on DVD.
Regeneration. I think that's actually one of the cooler parts of the entire show. I mean, it was like, wow, this actor doesn't want to do it anymore, but we want to keep making a show. Like,
well, according to that movie they made, he didn't even want to leave. It was just his mind was going.
all the more reason to retire. But, you know, that's like such a cool thing to just be able to say, well, this actor's kind of getting dated, or he doesn't want to do it anymore. The whole show doesn't hinge on one person doing it. Like, if you wanted to make another Die Hard movie and Bruce Willis told you to go fuck yourself, what would you do?
Well,
you could recast him.
We're not here to talk about Die Hard because
I know.
I have a lot I could say about
I know.
Die Hard.
Talk about Die Hard another day.
That last one was horrible.
Don't get, yeah.
And the reason why is Bruce Willis.
This would be the first time I reject a sidetrack because fuck Bruce Willis. Fuck him in his stupid bald head with a sonic screwdriver.
No thanks.
But yeah, I mean, if you had to say, like, Luke Skywalker, okay, Mark Hamill doesn't want to come back as Luke Skywalker, what do we do? Well, then you write him out of the movie and you try your best to not get killed by fans who would tell you to offer him more money. But, you know, instead, what if Luke Skywalker could regenerate? All of a sudden, it's a different Luke. It's the same Luke, but it's a different actor, so, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's cool. Story device.
Well, if George Lucas was making Episode 7, they just digitally put his freaking head in there.
George Lucas digitally put his own head up his ass.
But again, sidetrack.
Yeah, but that was a good one.
So, obviously, we're recording this. It's a couple days after Christmas. We've just seen
Got trees.
We've just seen the Christmas special.
Oh, I actually got to do Christmas crackers this year.
I've never done that. I'm not really sure what the point of that is. What is in them?
Confetti and a toy and a little joke, and you grab the hold and you just go pow, and confetti was flying
It's
everywhere.
more of an English thing.
Yeah, but my parents are wannabe Scottish people. Is there a word for that? I mean, like, we call
Well,
Asian
you're of
people.
Scottish descent, aren't you?
Yeah, but they're really going for the full MacGuffin.
Well, they're Scottish. Just
You're supposed to agree with me and stuff. I hate this regeneration. This is the worst regeneration of B ever. Why are you so old? B's not old.
dude, I'm 1 year older than him.
But you have such a full and manly beard. I think that's the problem. He could never pull that off.
Yeah. But anyway, the Christmas special. I was really worried about Santa being in it.
Except for the fact that it was Nick Frost.
Well,
Yeah.
who was playing him didn't have any problems. Like, please, God, don't let this show.
Please
be
don't
like,
let them
Santa's
admit
real.
it. But they did.
Yeah, that last shot was really cliche, and just because there was a tangerine sitting there, it was a nice wink and a nod, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean Santa's real.
But what if the showrunner, the person in charge, the devil himself, said that Santa Claus is actually real?
Yeah, well, Moffat says a lot of things.
Just saying.
He's also a big fat liar. 'Cause
Hmm.
he'll purposefully say something just so you think he's doing something else.
It's a dirty, filthy Scandinavian whore.
But, I mean, I was relieved that wasn't what it was. The episode itself was good, but the story...
I actually
nothing
figured it
special.
out about 15 minutes in when they were talking. I was like, well, what if they're all in the dream right now through the whole episode?
But it was... Story-wise, it was nothing special.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jenna Coleman was really ever leaving. I think they had her say that just so that we would believe it at the end that wasn't a dream when the doctor goes there and she's old.
Yeah. It's like, why is her
Because
hair
you
a
notice
different
as
color?
soon as it was done airing, like within hours of it airing, they announced, "Oh yeah, she's back for season 9. She's not leaving."
It's like, oh, yeah, we totally got that wrong. Liars.
Which I never hated her as much as a lot of people do. I don't know why people hate her so much.
I mean, she's no Donna Noble. I mean, phew, man.
Who is?
If I had to sit through another season of Donna Noble.
Well, you're stupid. Donna Noble's the best companion out of the entire show, all 50 years.
Yeah, you know what? No. But whatever. Because no.
Because, yeah.
No, never. Mm-mm. You're going to have to
Anyway,
defend that point.
At this point, she's kind of overstayed her welcome, Clara.
Just like Donna Noble did at the end of that second episode.
No. She was annoying in the first episode she was in, the Christmas special, but once she was actually in the show, she was great.
Well, except for the, Oi! Blah, 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 spaceman! This is my way, spaceman! Blah, 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 blah.
Well, it was really nice to just have a companion who wasn't in love with him after the last
Okay,
two.
I'll give you that one. That at least was nice, that she wasn't like, oh, the doctor is so dreamy. She was busy looking at other people, and he's like, what?
I mean, there's that one episode where she didn't even give a shit about going with him, and she was in a spa having fun the entire episode while he's almost dying.
And he's like, whatever, I'll just stay here at the spa forever. Because she's selfish and vacuous.
Well,
This is going to go on forever. Just until the end of time. Donna Noble. No Donna Noble. Donna Noble. No Donna Noble.
Well, I think most of the other Whovians are on my side of this argument.
Yeah, but they're not on my side, which means they're wrong. Have you not
That's
seen the
how it
show?
works.
Have you not seen the show? You come on the show, you've never seen the show. My side is always the right side.
Oh, I've
B
seen
is
the
always
show.
the wrong. B is always wrong. That's just the way it
I've
is.
seen the show. I think me and two other people are about the only people who watch the show.
I think you're overestimating our ratings. I usually watch it 2 or 3 times just to bump the views up.
Yeah, usually when I watch it, there's between 5 and 9 views, and I figure, probably 5 of them are you.
Maybe, yeah.
Hey man, my videos, even my worst video had more than that. My best one had almost 400.
Yeah. Well, our steroid video was in the 3,000 somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
Eh, So, you know, people apparently do like hearing about science from time to time. I don't know, once we get a catch-on audience, it'll fill up. Or not, I really don't care.
I mean,
I just like sitting in front of the camera and talking shit.
there's really too many shows. Nobody gives a shit.
It's true. If we survive to the end of everyone else getting bored and quitting their shows, we might have a chance at ratings.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm sure there's nothing we're going to say in this episode that hasn't been said in about 500 other
Yeah,
Doctor
but
Who
we're
web
saying
shows.
it.
I mean, there's a show, I think, that airs right after Doctor Who isn't there.
Yeah, they do a whole talk thing, but that's celebrities. Who gives a shit about celebrities thing?
Damn you, Chris Hardwick, stop stealing every show.
Yeah, dick. Maybe kick your ass again. You know. He don't like to talk about it.
I'm also curious when Moffat is going to be stepping down. 'Cause
Yeah.
Since 5, 6, 7, 8, this will be his 5th year, so that'll be, I think, longer than Davies.
I think the problem that I'm having with him now is that he's gotten so hung up on the idea that absolutely everything has to be connected to everything else in some clever little way that it's just like, I can see it coming now.
It's like, I get it, Moffat. You watch Classic Who. You don't have to reference every little thing. You don't have to have every person connected what happened 500 episodes ago.
Yeah. It's like, wait, who was that person that gave me the helpline in the first fight? It was Missy, who was the master, and I figured that out as soon as she said her name. I just thought it was too stupid of a thing for it to actually be the truth. It was like, Missy, Mr. Okay, maybe the master? Really? That's just too stupidly obvious. I mean, that can't possibly be it.
I really didn't give too much thought to it, but I thought that, 'cause there was at least one episode this year where it was a completely standalone episode, and it was a really good episode that was then ruined by having her show up at the end to make a comment.
Yeah, because the whole storylines have to be connected. Ever since the whole bullshit with River Song and the ponds, and it's all connected.
But I think
I mean, at least Bad Wolf was subtle. If you didn't actually look for it, it wasn't like, oh, big sign over here. Look at it.
yeah, I mean it's weird because like some of the best episodes of the Davies era were written by Moffat. But it seems now Moffat's more concerned with looking clever than telling a good story.
It's true. And doesn't even do a very good job of that.
Yeah, not anymore.
It's like when your best option is the stupidly obvious answer just because it is stupidly obvious, and you'd think no one would ever think to look there. It's like, where do you hide your underwear? My underwear drawer. Because no one would think to go there.
And,
Fuck that guy.
no thanks.
He's British.
Actually, I think he's Scottish. I'm not even sure.
Don't want him. Just, he's British. We're knocking him down the ladder. He doesn't get to be that high up. It's Scottish, Irish, French, English. He went straight to English.
Right.
Yeah, Scotland's on top.
If you say so.
Deal with it.
I'm American.
Yeah. I guess that works for both of us.
I don't know, I got in an
Fat,
argument.
loud, and
I
opinionated.
got in an argument with somebody from Ireland because they said, "I thought you said you were Irish." Yeah, but you live in America. Yeah,
Okay then.
but okay, I'm of Irish descent. It's like,
He sure showed
what's the
you.
difference?
Confound it.
I don't know. One time I used to have a hat that just said Ireland on it, and some guy stopped me on the street. Oh, does that mean you're from Ireland then?
Aye, boyo!
I
How
can't-
you been?
I can't do the Irish brogue, but he was from Ireland, and yeah.
You know, I once stayed on the phone with a customer at Wells Fargo for an hour because she had the most adorable Scottish accent, and she was just gushing about how happy she was to be in the States for the first time. And I just let her talk, and I was just like,
Why was she calling the bank?
because she was checking on her accounts while she's here in the States. And I was one hand under the desk the whole time, just listening to her talk.
There was a video game store near my work that has since closed down, unfortunately. I used to go there just to listen to the one guy talk because he had an interesting accent. He also had some crazy ideas about how Prince William is the Antichrist, but that's beside the point.
Sounds entertaining. Can't fault that. Colin Baker was right about... Wait, Colin Baker, was he the broccoli guy?
No, that was... Seriously, you have to ask which one was Colin Baker, and you call yourself a Whovian.
I call myself more of a hooligan, actually.
He was the sixth Doctor. He was the one after the one with the celery.
Okay, that was Question Mark Man.
No, that was the seventh Doctor. Colin, he was the one with the horribly colored jacket.
Oh, yeah, Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I know them.
Yeah, he was right, but when he complained about them not asking any of the classic Doctors to be in the 50th anniversary special, except for Tom, but he was really a dick about it. Although that five-ish Doctors thing they did was funny.
I didn't watch that one. I don't usually do the whole online extracurriculars. I did see the one with McGann doing the regeneration and drinking the stuff and turning into John Hurt. That was pretty badass.
I almost had a heart attack when I watched that, and
they're acknowledging him again.
Well, they never stopped acknowledging him. I mean, every time they made a reference to all the past Doctors, he was included.
But he was like the one little half-second snippet that just kind of breezed past real quick.
But it was so nice he was in it. Got to see some more of him, and that now there's a complete set, like a loop of there's no missing regenerations, even if some of them sucked, like the seventh one.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that video was actually pretty cool because it's like he shows up all happy and carefree, and he's like, "I don't need the Time War. I'm having fun out here." And this soldier's like, "You're a Time Lord. Get the fuck away from me!" Like, that's never happened before.
But it would have been nice if that would have actually been like the beginning of the special.
Yeah, I mean, they could have spared a few minutes.
I mean, technically, they're all in the special, but
that's a big
just
technical.
reused
I'm still
footage.
pissed off about Eccleston not being involved. Scheduling conflicts, my ass. Do you really think
said he just doesn't want to do it because he doesn't go back to things? Which, if he doesn't go back to things, that why was he Destro in G.I. Joe then if he never had any intention of ever doing a sequel?
Did you see Destro in G.I. Joe 2?
I did not.
No, it wasn't in there.
Yeah, he was.
He was
stuck in a tube and got blown up.
He was a face in a tube.
The first time I watched that movie, I got so pissed off. I know, sidetrack, but Zartan is questioning the president. Where are they holding them? They were captured after you started impersonating the president. How the fuck does he know?
I didn't get that memo.
They were captured at the end of the first movie. You started impersonating the president halfway through the fucking movie. How does he know where the hell they are?
That's fucking terrible. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Although, that Tom Baker thing actually reminded me of something kind of funny, because I was watching it the first time, just lounging out on the couch, everyone else had gone to bed, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. And I was like, I wonder if Tom Baker wanted to do anything, because he isn't, and he was like, Matt Smith is sitting there rambling at the very end in the gallery, and it's like, Tom Baker is still alive, isn't he? And then all of a sudden, voice in the background, and I was like, oh.
I guess you don't. Unfortunately, he let slip that he was in it a few days before the special.
What do you expect?
In the most Tom Baker way, he said, I'm in the special. I'm not supposed to say anything about that, but I'm in it.
Whoops, I slipped. Really? Fucking slipped.
And I don't know. I saw that in the movie theater, which was interesting.
I don't know. I think that would actually be a cool thing to see it in a movie theater. But I don't know. Maybe the 3D would have been worth it.
Well, the 3D in it is great, even on a 3D TV. Especially the moment the TARDIS opens, because you get your own bigger on the inside moment.
Just like, whoa. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, I mean, it was interesting seeing it in the theater. Well, first of all, there was a whole pre-show thing that you only got to see in the theater.
I saw that on YouTube.
Well, it was funnier online.
I don't doubt it was
I
funnier.
mean, it was funnier there
at the time, right there.
because they like joked about the 3D.
Everybody jokes about 3D. 3D is cool.
And then, but it was fun, like watching it in a whole room of other people who liked the show.
Probably some in costumes.
Oh yeah, lots of costumes, lots of people. Mostly as Tennant.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tread on something here. Cosplaying in Doctor Who. I was watching a certain video from another person who does stuff for another site, who has said that the new Doctor Who has pretty much ruined cosplay.
The
Now-
new show in general, or
Yeah. Well, because he was commenting on the fact that all anyone has to do to make a Ninth Doctor cosplay is get, a black outfit and a leather jacket. It's like, yeah, nice Ninth Doctor, dickhead.
But nobody really cosplays as that Doctor.
Still. I mean, there was one person I saw who actually handmade their entire Ninth Doctor suit out of patches from some other thing, because that's what they used in the show. Like, they made his suit out of pinstripe pants from Old Navy in England, and they had to actually put it all together, the whole suit, and this person actually did that for a cosplay. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But it's just like, I'm going to get myself some suspenders and a fez, and I'm going to be the Doctor. I'm going to slap the fez right off.
What the hell do they care? Like, cosplay, who cares if it's an easy costume or not? Cosplay is about showing your love for something.
No, it's not. It's about putting hours and hours into intricate detail of your costume and making sure that everything is perfect so that when you go out there, it doesn't look like you just bought it or threw it together from a thrift store.
No, that's not what
You've never seen the show before, have you? I am right.
No, you're not.
Probably not.
Yeah, because I'm sure you spent hours on that costume you wore.
Hey, you know how hard it is to sew a patch on a hat? Almost like a quart of blood doing that. It's like, oh, it's not going through. It's not going.
It's called a sewing machine.
On a hat? Can't fit a hat under a sewing machine. Even if you could, it just off the side and shit. There's stitch marks going all through it. Art
Probably
Deco.
you honestly probably could have just bought a hat with that on it.
But maybe, but it's authentic. It's a Super Mario Brothers hat with the patch on the front. It's the Super Mario Brothers across the back.
Yeah, because I'm sure Mario wears a hat that says Super Mario Brothers on it.
Of course he does. He's part of a plumbing business. They advertise that stuff.
I don't think they've really acknowledged the fact that he was a plumber in about 10 years.
He's also losing a lot of weight. I'm getting concerned. I mean, back in the day, Mario looked, more like me. Now he's actually slimmed down a lot.
How's he going? How's he going to stay fat? He's running and jumping all the time.
He's eating giant mushrooms, 5 or 6 at a time. You know how much carbs are in those?
I
I'm
wouldn't
going to
know.
start talking about fitness again, and everyone's going to tune out and start watching something else. Let's move on.
People tuned in.
Fuck your notes. So yeah, sonic screwdrivers don't work on wood. So, does that mean Viagra is Time Lord technology? That was a really shitty joke.
Yep.
I feel bad for having made that joke now that I've made it.
You should feel bad.
I kind of do. I know. Oh man, did you hear about that fan theory that the Doctor is really Santa Claus the whole time?
I've heard it as a joke. I've never heard it as an actual fan.
All fan theories are jokes. All fan fiction is jokes.
Just
Horrible
like
jokes.
The whole joke, like Mary Poppins is really a Time Lord. And
But, someone out there is writing a fan fiction right now where Mary Poppins meets the Doctor, and the Doctor's like, oh my god, it's my old friend, the nanny. Someone's out there writing it right now, okay? I can't even tell you.
there's a lot of people who keep saying they want a crossover with Sherlock, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, it does seem out of place because I mean Sherlock is hard, analytical,
Well,
real world
Doesn't
stuff.
even nothing to do with the show. Sherlock Holmes as novels exist in the world of Doctor Who. You can't cross them over.
Unless you went to another universe again, which supposedly you can't do, except when they do it a lot.
Yeah, but then you have to add all this extra stuff just to have it. Like people just want him to like pop by.
Yeah, people just want him to like be in the middle of investigating something, and then Sherlock Holmes shows up, and it's like,
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen.
The same people are the same ones that want Supernatural to cross over with Doctor Who and Sherlock at the same time.
So far behind on that show.
I just watch whatever comes on Netflix. I think I'm at least a
kinda
season behind.
I started getting bored. Season 7, couldn't finish it.
Bad seasons. Everybody's got them. You kind of just keep going.
I don't know. After like they've both been dead into hell at least once.
Yeah. It's like, where
It was
do we
starting
go
to-
from here? Go into the void.
And like I think at this point, the one guy's dead, and he's been dead a while. But I know he comes back because I see pictures of him in all the promos. That Angel guy, so obviously he
Oh,
comes back.
yeah. Fan theories. Like that whole thing about the Vortex Manipulator and River Song, and that irritates me to no fucking end. Every time somebody mentions that, I want to just start swinging punches.
Even the whole Jack being the face of Bo thing.
I mean, that's a story point.
Yeah, but it's not. It was just put in there as a joke, like that maybe he's the face of Bo. They'll never go into it.
Well, except that he knew things that only Jack should have known.
Like what? You're not alone.
Yeah, because he lived it. He's like, oh, by the way, the Master's going to show up. I should
him
probably let him know.
and the entire rest of the planet.
Yeah, but they didn't know the details. Not at that point. Either way, the face
And
of
also,
Bo...
at this point, you're not alone could mean so much more because not only was the Master still around, so is all of Gallifrey.
Or was it? Locked in a parallel universe doing some
Which,
hokey-pokey.
speaking of which, that's like the big reveal for the 50th special. Ooh, Gallifrey's locked in a moment of time. It's not really gone. Well, it was never really gone. That's what it was always locked in a moment of time. That's what happened in Tennant's last episode, that they were trying to break out. Now suddenly, that's their big reveal. What we've always known about the Time War, that it ends with Gallifrey being time locked.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that a big reveal? Ooh, Gallifrey's not really gone. It's just locked away somewhere. Well, it's always just been locked away somewhere.